I thought to myself, I could probably benefit from looking through my closet and seeing what I don't use. What do I actually need? What out of all my stuff, my Michael Kors watches, my purses, my shoes, my swimsuits, my jackets, my sweaters, my tank tops, my t-shirts, my everything, what do I actually need? I felt really emotional about it. I was crying in my closet, not because I was sad to get rid of my stuff. I was crying in my closet because I realized, holy cow, I have been just perpetually living in this cycle of buying new stuff because it made me feel better in the short term. And it really all is coming back to this feeling of I'm not good enough unless, I'm not good enough until, I'll be better when. Like, yeah, well, maybe you will feel better about yourself if you have a new outfit, and that's great, and you should use that as a tool, but don't get lost in it. And I found myself getting lost in it more than I'd like. I noticed that I would think about what I was wearing the last time I saw someone, and I'd go, oh, I can't wear that again because I was wearing that last time I saw them. And of course that's so normal. I still do that now. I do that for videos. What did I wear in my last video? I want to wear something different. But I used to care about that so much so that I would have to change my outfit or buy a new outfit for a new event just because it was so habitual, and I was so attached to this idea of needing new things instead of just utilizing and loving and appreciating what I already had. There's something that happens when you imagine if you could no longer buy anything new, truly imagine if you could no longer buy anything new. Would you feel embarrassed because you have to keep wearing the same thing over and over again? Would you feel deprived because maybe when you were growing up you got everything you want and you need to keep up with that, or you didn't get everything you want and now you need to compensate for that? Would you feel bored? Would you feel not good enough? We are incessant consumers. I'm not telling you to stop buying stuff because I know that it's fun and we live in a beautiful world that you can do that, and that's great. But the biggest gift that comes from stripping all that away is that you can find actual gratitude for the things that you currently have. And you can also then have freedom from the need to constantly be making more money. I have a video on YouTube called Get Good at Being Poor. That's what I'm talking about here. We think we need so much money coming in because we have these tendencies to continuously buy more stuff. And what if you didn't have those tendencies? What if you just considered for a month that you weren't going to buy anything new other than your groceries? What would that feel like? We just have this feeling of there's never enough, there's never enough. And the more that we feed that, the more we feel that there's never enough. And the only solution, and this is what I'm really writing about in the book as we get further on, is the only solution is to feel good now, is to find a place within yourself that says, I am good enough, I am whole and complete right here, right now. And I can go shopping, and I can go eat food, and I can go be in a relationship, but all of that is extra. And within me is this feeling of wholeness and connection and this groundedness that's full and complete, and it's enough. And I don't need anything outside of myself. I don't need to keep searching for my wholeness outside of me, because that's exhausting. And the more I search out here for my wholeness that I can only find within here, the more distraught I'm gonna feel, the more exhausted I'm going to feel, the more frustrated and empty I'm going to feel. So the reason it's important to consider how much you buy, how much you spend, how often you reach for things outside of yourself is because as long as you do that, you're going to continuously perpetuate your feeling of emptiness and unfulfillment.